What's going on, traders? Welcome to the channel. My name's John. That's Groot. We trade options here. So I'm about to close out a $450 profit income trade in Mara. I'm going to cover this covered call for you. And I did make a promise to Stock Doctor that I'd explain this a little more thoroughly when I close it and drop that off. So shout out Stock Doctor, check them out. But let's jump in and I will close up this trade and we'll talk more about this. Okay, so we are in the platform right now. You can see that Mara has been trending down probably the last week or so. We've been trading from about 45, now getting closer towards the $38 level. And that's fine. You know, it's the ebbs and flows of the market. It'll go up and down. And the whole point of the strategy is to trade relatively neutral. And that's kind of where I'm at in this stage. So to give you an idea, what I have here is a options contract. I sold a covered call at the 46 strike, and I'll jump in this. Okay, so I am looking at my short call. This is a covered call where I'm using 100 shares as collateral, and I'm selling this call here at the 46 strike. When I originally did sell it here, this was at 750. So basically, when I sell to open like this, what I end up doing is taking in a credit of $750. But now what I have to do is a couple things. I either wait until this expires, and this is the 416 call. I still have about almost a month, like 3 weeks out until this time. So really, I have two options. I can either let this ride and collect the remaining amount, granted that we don't go above $46 a share. Or the other alternative is I close this out, call it a day, and continue to open up new trades or so on. Really, this kind of depends on the market scenario. There's always different ways to go about it. But as a general basis or a general guideline and rule, once you've hit 50% or higher, it may be a good idea to start considering profits, because what'll happen is I've now collected $442 out of this trade. And if I wait, right, and with the market ebbing and flowing a lot, what could happen is we could get a massive bull rally, and then I could actually start losing money on this. All this could be gone, or I could almost be in the negatives, or Mara could just shoot higher. So really what would make sense here is I take the profit, especially since I'm well above 50% now, and then I consider either reopening a new trade, reopen at different strike points, or go out further in time. This really just depends on a lot of things. But how I'm going to close this now is I'm going to say, okay, the value right now is at 310 of this. So I started at 750. Now the actual contract value is 310. Since I was net short, I collected that difference here, which is 437 as of this writing. So I'm gonna actually sell or buy to close. I sold to open, but now I'm gonna buy to close this contract. I'm gonna hit one, and then I'll hit my price. It was at 310 earlier, and now it's trending at 313. And you can see actually there's kind of a big bid-ask spread, and this is a little trickier. If I want to close it right away, very soon, and have it get filled, I want to hit 320 and it'll close. But the downside is, instead of that 310 or 315 value of the contract, I'd actually give out, oh, now it changed, it's $10 less than the current value. So I'm almost saying like, hey, I'm willing to give up some value in order to have execution better, or I can hold out for this, and we just have to see if Mara goes lower or goes higher, etc., and see how that works out from there. What I think I will do is I will say I'll split this difference. So where it says 315, and that's the current value of the contract, I think I'm going to go there and just see how it goes. Oh, now it went to 320. So you know what? Let's do this. Let me go 330 in the idea that it maybe would close sooner. And that would give me about $420 in profit. So if it closes, yep, looks like it went through. So basically that's 750 minus 330. That gives me 420, nice, of profit in this trade. And that's a really good setup. I like it. And you could already see I was losing some profit, right? So that's why it makes sense sometimes if you are sitting on a good profit. It's really a question of figuring out what your portfolio needs, but also trying not to be greedy at the same time. So I could easily hold out longer, But if I really want to wait 3 weeks for another $300 in profit, I feel like I could just recycle and use the capital elsewhere. So I'd rather take my 420 and kind of move with that and use it in other areas that I feel are needed for my portfolio.